good morning, good evening. It's Goke Taro, C89 Tiger House. Happy New Year. Welcome to Naija Commandos for Life. We're grateful for those who participated last year, and we look forward to a new year with new guests and from ComLag and other schools. And we're running into our third year this year in 2022. So today, without any ado, we'll introduce our guests. We have three special guests, but two very special guests amongst the folks that we have today. So without ado, Ife, take it away.
Good evening, everyone in Lagos. This is Ife Lakolowe, class of 88, Command Secondary School, Ipaja, Lagos. This is Happy New Year again to everyone. This is a very special edition, and I'm actually very excited because it's the first time on this show we have current command student with an ex-commando in the same room as two generations share their experiences. So I'm actually looking for fired up. So I thank you guys for staying up. I know it's after 10 in Lagos. Thank you guys. I know the kids will be going back to school on Sunday, so we have to do this today. So Joy, if you can take the floor, introduce yourself, tell us what you do. Then Nicole will go next. We use seniority here because now command, a seniority. So Nicole is in GS3. She goes next. Then Michael will go next, which is GS2. All right, Joy, go for it.
My name is Joy. I'm Mrs. Joy Okumbo. Back then, I was Joy Morgan back then in school. I'm a commando. I got into command in 1989. I left in 1994. Actually spent 6 years there in school. And I'm a businesswoman at the moment. And my kids are here with me. They're also commandos too, presently in school. And they're also going to introduce themselves. And
Nicole.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Nicole Okumbo in JS3, and I joined command in 2019.
Hey, we don't hold.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nicole Okumbo. I'm in Hippopotamus House, and I joined command in 2021.
Hey, I'm done. I'm finished. All right, so I'm gonna ask a few questions. Goke is gonna chime in with follow-up questions. Let's start with the generic questions because this is very unusual. I have very special question for these kids. So Joy, we'll start with you. Maybe there are some things your kids are probably gonna hear from you today for the first time because you probably never shared with them this detailed. I want you to give us a detailed experience from command. Your first day you entered command. Give us your experience from that first day.
all right. My first day in command, I was excited to be in school. And the first time leaving the house, I'm going to be all by myself. It was like your world has started. But after I got into school, I was still happy the first few days, but on the fourth day, I was like, God, I'm not seeing anybody, I'm all by myself. Even though I had a brother back then in school, who was a year my senior. Like every other student, I started feeling homesick. And that's where I started from, I started crying, I want to go home, you always going to wait by the gate to see if that's the first date for inside the school, to talk to the soldiers, to see how I could go home and all that. And then my house mistress, Mrs. Doje, I was always in her office asking her to please let me go home. I want to go home to meet my parents because all of those goodies that we used to get back then were no more. But after a while, I didn't get used to being in school until I got to JSS 3. And that's because we were preparing for exams, and then when we did our extension, we stayed back in school when every other person had gone home on holiday. That's when I started getting used to being in command. And afterwards, a few of my friends too. I had few friends back then. So, and that was the time that we really mingled with ourselves and encouraged each other. And that's how I got used to being in command until I graduated.
Wait, come on. Hey, back up. Yeah, that's too brief. That's too brief. Hey, Joy, don't be shy, you. Don't say your kids are here. Don't be shy, you. Joy. Okay, give us the goods and the bads. You experience the command. I mean, what did you go through that you remember that sticks in your head, whether good or bad experience, that you probably never shared with your kids before?
Bad experiences. Of course, there are a lot of bad experiences now. Like, I mean, patience again with me. Most times I thought she was targeting me, but maybe it wasn't intentional, because most times she would call me and say, make my bed for me. And after dressing the bed, she'll be like, take my books, take them to my class. And I'm like, why am I the only one you're always calling? Why are you calling me all the time? So I thought she was targeting me. And then most times she'll be like, back then seniors used to be like, bring my food for me from the dining. And she would always call me. So I was like, is she targeting me? And then I had one uncle back then in school, retired WOT, David. So I put myself together and I went to report to him that, Uncle, there's somebody that has been targeting you. I don't know what I've done. And he was like, how do you mean she's been targeting you? And then I explained everything. She's always calling me to do this, do that, go to her class, pack her books, return her books and all that. And then he said, okay, don't worry, I'll go and look for her. He actually went to look for her, saw her, disciplined her a bit, and then when I got back to dormitory, it was like, who asked you to even go and report in the first place?
Yep.
All of the seniors were on me. Like,
yep.
And that was when I knew that I entered into the lion's den.
Yep.
I had to start washing toilets. In fact, it's only carrying books they get to class or dressing beds. I had to start washing. And back then, our toilets used to be, toilet would be full, it doesn't flush, nothing. And you have to go and start cooking food, it was crazy. And afterwards, I think I went to meet her to say, I have to start doing eye service. So that I won't find myself in that shoes anymore. And then afterwards, I got I got into trouble again with Gumzu Abacha. Gumzu was well, someone that she was dating back then. The guy and I became friends, but of course maybe she thought that we were dating and all that. And she called me to ask me. I was like, no, I don't have anything to do with him. And then some other seniors came to rescue me, because I think they were already talking about it before she sent for me. So when she sent for me and I was going to meet her, she was in Tiger House. She met me halfway, and then she released one dirty slap on my face. Like,
why now? What did you do?
She thought I was sharing a boyfriend with her at that time. So, luckily for me, I was lucky because somebody like Amina Minor, Fatima Ado, they came to my rescue and they were like, no. Fatima and I used to live together in the same area. And she was like, no, I've known Joy for a long time. She's not this kind of person. No, she wouldn't even do anything like that. And I was surprised because they're the ones that are not fighting for me, They're the ones that are not fighting for me. And I was like, where did I get this kind of favor from? So, those were some of the bad times in command. But there are a lot of good times. Because You know, because
Let me.
at some point, you know, when it gets to the food is always the first thing. When you're getting extra food. Now, my uncle, Umwagi, they moved him from being a lecturer to the kitchen. You know, so I would always go to the kitchen to ask for extra food, you know, and then I became like a celebrity because I have few friends that will be like, Alpha, more go for the extra food now, you know. But it was sweet then because, like I said, I became like a celebrity. All of those my friends that, you know, I'll be like, when it's time to share one or two things, I'll come up with my own now. You know, so we'll get extra food.
Okay, Joy, I get a question for you. So, when you became a senior, how many videos you slap?
When as a senior, I was gentle. I didn't do all of those juniors.
Joy, I know some of your classmates too. Talk true.
I don't know everybody. You know everybody, but I was very, very gentle. I didn't do all of those things. Yeah, I didn't do the junior should come and fetch me water or all that. No, I did not do it.
Okay, we're good. All right. Real quick, let's get to Nicole. Nicole is in GS3, right?
Yes.
Okay. I know you guys have not really experienced life in command. So you're going back to school on Sunday, right? Tell me, how do you feel right now going back to school in 2 days?
Well, I feel happy and also I feel happy and sad in time.
You're happy.
I'm happy, but I'm also sad because I'll miss everybody at home.
But you're happy to go back to the school to see your friends and your seniors and everybody, right?
Oh, something like that, yes.
Hey,
Command is finished.
command is nicer. During that time, when it was time to go back to school, we were having anxiety. We were always so scared and crying because we knew what we were going to deal with in the 80s.
Alright, so, okay, follow up, Nicole.
Yeah.
How is school like right now? You as a junior, this is your 3rd year in command. How is school? Give us a brief experience from the day your mother dropped you off about 3 years ago.
Okay. My first day in command was not bad actually. I was actually the one telling my mom to go, that I was already tired and she would be going home. So when I got to dorm, I enjoyed for a bit. Then I started missing her a little bit, but I forgot about it. Then some weeks after, I started feeling homesick and I didn't have anybody with me, so I was just on my own with my friends and my books. That was all. But I really felt bad. And I always cried, and I made sure I called her almost every day.
Wait. So you have a cell phone in school?
No. With my guardian's phone.
Okay, so you are not allowed to have cell phone on campus?
Yes.
Well, some people have, right? Some people have.
Some people are, they sneak it in.
Yeah, it's command. I know some people have. There's no way you tell me that people don't have cell phone. That's
they do. They sneak it in. Okay, there was a guy that was chatting with me in 2018 as a student in command in school.
Are you serious?
Wow.
He had the Facebook account. He was actually chatting with me while in school.
They're just sneaking their phones because, like the last PTA that we had, the admin officer brought some phones. You know, a lot of phones that they seized.
Yeah.
They brought them to the PTA meeting. I wonder how they sneak those phones in because you know they have to check.
That's easy.
The programs going. So I don't know how they do it.
So I'm not done with Nicole. Nicole, real quick, in your brief time in command, what would be your worst experience? Share your worst experience so far.
Okay. Well,
mommy won't report to anybody. She won't report.
Okay. There was a time in GS1 when it was the night before open day. So I was just on my bed copying some few notes when and said I should take my drawing board and use it to fan her and make sure that the breeze is reaching her friend as well. I was confused. I just did what she asked me to do, but I was crying.
Oh my god. Hold on. So that's your worst experience in command.
So yes, that's and the napping.
You guys have enjoyed though.
So there was a time I got nabbed like 5 times in one day. In the morning actually. Nabbed to carry water to their dormitory for them. It's very stressful and I had to do it 5 times.
That's stressful.
So I have a question, quick question on that. You guys have running water everywhere, right?
No, there's only one tap that we actually fetch water in.
Okay, but you have a tap, is my point. Because let me give you a little history. Do you guys know where's that place again? That's a Bacha area. What's that place again?
Rehab.
Do you know where rehab is? It's the military base before command. Do you know that when you're on the way to command, on the left, there's actually, so they used to train dogs there.
Behind the soccer field, now they're the football field.
Dog training center.
Yeah, the dog training center, military dog training center. So in the 80s, we used to, before, for some reason, the borehole got damaged one time. So we were juniors. We had to go and fetch water there every day in our bucket. As you're walking back to school, seniors will be putting a bowl and be taking water. By the time you get back to dorm, you have a chilly willy water, like this is your bottle. Your water, you fetch like this. This is where you go. You start crying. And you know you can't go back because you have to get ready and all that. So we used to do, what's that thing we used to do those days to shower? I'm trying to remember the nickname.
German baton.
Dry kidney. So yeah, no, yeah, I'm happy that the school has improved. In regards to that, you guys don't have to do that.
Yeah, before I left, they have improved a lot because I'm surprised that she said it's just one tap. We had water. We had enough water back then.
Yeah, that's true. Though. That's true.
Yeah.
Remember, okay, when Lawal came, he did a lot of things with that supply. Which
yeah, he fixed a lot of those things. Yeah, he did.
All right, Marco. So you GS2. This is your second year. So you're going to this is your second year going to command. You're going your second year, right?
Yes, sir.
So what was your experience like the first day they dropped you off last year?
The first day of school was okay. I had a lot of fun. Then some days after, I now said I kind of I really miss my mom. Then every time I tried to always speak to her every day. But I was still crying, and it made me feel kind of sad that I left my mom.
So, okay, you be Agbaya. Michael. All right. Okay, Michael. So, did any senior torment you? No, before that, okay, remember we had this experience with girls. They were like, the way they pick them as school daughters. So let me go back to Nicole real quick. Do you have a school mother right now?
Yes, sir.
How were you picked as a school daughter?
So it was just one day after they finished flogging us in my dormitory. I was
let them talk, Jerry.
Sorry.
I was crying. Then I told her I was crying, and she went to speak to my house captain. My house captain is in SS2, so she cautioned her that she should please stop flogging us in our dormitory. Well, that was how I became a school daughter after much better.
What class is she right now? What class is your school mother?
She's in SS3.
So did she pick you because you cute or what?
No, she said I was really hardworking and nice, and they really had to get to know. So she made me a school daughter.
Because she asked you.
Yeah, she asked me.
Okay.
She asked me if I wanted to be a school daughter.
But does she have other school daughters? Does she have it? So you have like school sisters, as they say.
No.
You're the only one.
Yes.
That's good. Now you're not sharing with any other person.
So, Michael, do you have a school father? Or at least a school mother?
Yes, sir.
No, both.
No, sir. I don't have a school mother, but I have a school father.
How many do you have? You have just one?
Yes, sir.
So, what class is it?
SS2.
How did you become a school son? You were
One day, no, sir. One day we were doing labor, and because he was my guardian, he released me and said that I'll find him something. Then from that day onward, it was not my school father.
Just like that.
Yes, sir.
I have a question.
He was not ironing my clothes.
He's ironing your clothes.
Hey. Oh my God.
I have a question to that. Do you have a lot of provision? Like, do you have a lot of provision in your locker, like Garif, conflicts?
Something. It's not every time I used to give him something.
No, but you have provision. You have a lot.
Yes, sir.
So does he come over there and like come and do shopping in your locker?
No, sir.
No, because you're ironing your clothes. So I was like,
serious like that, for real.
Because I don't solve me that now. You're ironing your clothes and it's not something for provision in your locker. Don't be shy because money is here. Yeah, sir. Say the truth because we want to know how command is in this generation. What is the outside generation, right?
My locker.
Eh?
They don't come to shop in my locker.
Okay.
All right. So, Michael, tell us your worst experience in command so far. You only spent 1 year. You're going on the second year. What's your worst experience?
So, a time during labor, they told us to enter RSM's abandoned house, and I was shocked with what I saw inside. I saw poo everywhere, every kind of poo. If it's new, old, fresh, any kind of beer.
Wait. Are you referring? Wait. Are you referring to that house that is in? I don't know if you see that in the middle of Boys' Dome, in between Octopus and.
Yes.
So the RSM doesn't stay there anymore. Where does the RSM stay?
It's abandoned.
Yes, sir.
No, but the RSM still stays in school. Does the RSM still stay in school? He stays somewhere else?
Yes, sir.
Staff quarters. Why did they move it? That's interesting. Because they're supposed to stay with the boys to keep that discipline. That's how it was during our time. Say that again.
They bought a couple of OP messers to watch the Boys' Dome.
What does that mean? OP Mesa. What does that mean?
OP Mesa is a group of soldiers. They're a group of soldiers. They're more strict than the soldiers that we have in school.
Really?
Okay.
So they go around like they're there for security. So they go around boys' dormitory, girls, just to be sure that they are not endangered.
Wow.
So do those OP Messers, as you call them, do they stay in the boys' dorm?
Do they stay in boys' dorm?
Yes, sir.
They sleep in the dormitory.
They stay around boys' dormitory.
So how many do they have? Because I saw when I came to command in 2019 that there were female soldiers. So do the female soldiers guard the female hostel while the male soldiers guard the male hostel? Say that again.
No, female soldiers don't really enter girls' dorm unless it's our house mistress.
Really? So they're just in front of the dorms? Because I saw a lot of female soldiers when I was there in 2019. So they don't come into girls' dorm at all.
No, unless it's our house mistress.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Okay. All right.
But the OC Mester soldier guys, those ones come into boys' dorm. They come into boys' dorm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's interesting that the female soldiers don't go in. That's interesting. Okay.
All right. What's your experience in the dining hall? Nicole, start with you. How's the dining hall like?
But right now, you would even be asking that they allow the soldiers stay with the students in their dormitories, because the students have become very, 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 very stubborn.
Yeah.
You know? they have become very stubborn. So we need, some time ago I was telling the AO that we need soldiers to be living with the students in their dormitories because they different silly things.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so Nicole, tell us your dining hall experience. How's the dining hall like these days?
Well, it's very somehow rough, but okay. The food is still manageable a little, or it can't be as good as some food, but still manageable.
Do you guys eat dodo? Do you guys eat dodo?
No, we don't.
What did they serve you?
What they serve you?
Okay, in the mornings on Monday and Friday we eat bread and butter with tea. Then on Tuesday we eat spaghetti and egg. On Thursday we eat yam and egg stew.
And spaghetti.
Sunday morning we eat akara and pap. And then on Sunday, on Saturday, akara.
Okay, yeah. That akara thing you said. So let me give you a little story to that. So back in the 80s, they used to give us akara in the morning we call that akamu, right? During the day, in the weekday. So guess what used to happen? More than half of the class was sleeping. Till today, akamu makes me sleep. So they now switched it and stopped serving it during the weekday because half of the class was sleeping once they gave us pap in the morning. They had to stop it. And so it's good that they left it to put it to Saturday.
Monday mornings when they give us beans.
Hey, I remember those days.
Yeah, people will be fighting up and down the whole place.
So they used to give us on Monday mornings, beans and pap.
Yes. Okay, so I'm wondering. Okay.
Our foods, we have good foods during our time because we had we had yam and mashed fish. We had yam and white fried egg. We had
Gesha bread,
rice and chicken. You know, we have good foods during our time.
That's true.
You had Obidipe as commandant initially, right? You met Obidipe. Joy.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, you did.
We entered. Maybe I entered. That year he left.
Yeah, I know it's because I've done 3 years. Ukut, yes. So he came in when I was in Form 4, Form 5, then 1 year, 1990 before Ukut. Yeah, I didn't meet Ukut, so.
So, you guys still read? You Joy, you remember those days that people used to read in Daniel? Joy still there?
Yeah, she's there.
Remember those days? So, Nicole and Michael, do they still read in Daniel? Did they fight for food?
You know what? Let them show you their school plates. Go bring their school plates. Let them show you their school plates.
Is it metal plate? Like the one we used to use those days. Yeah, I remember now. We had metal plate too now.
If you see the plate now, you'd laugh. It's like because the plate is that plate. But I accept the food in the plate because the plate is kind of small for a portion of food.
Wow.
Yeah. Can you see?
So it's even sectioned.
Yes, it is.
So okay, explain what goes. Let your kids explain what goes into what, please.
Hey.
What goes into here?
So if you're serving eba goes here, soup goes here, and you can put whatever here, but your water bottle is meant to be here. You have rice and chicken. Your rice is here, and your chicken is here, and your stew is on top. Your stew with egg here, and your spaghetti is here. And you serve yam. Your yam is here. Your stew is here, and your egg is here.
So okay, I have a question. So do you all walk to the matron or whoever is serving your food
Who's serving you? Yeah.
to put they now drop it back like how the yes you said as in prison kind of stuff? Because it wasn't like that for us. Or do you guys serve
Right, right.
yourself? Or do you guys serve yourself? Like in our time, we used to be 10, 5, right? And they bring two
Yes,
big
on the
pots.
table.
Then we serve ourselves. So do you serve yourself or they serve you guys?
They serve us now.
Now they have to line up with their plates to go get their
Oh, wow.
Wow. Okay, that's very different from what we.
Wow. And it's good. That's why there's no rating.
Say that again, Joy.
They don't want to go for food, and then they tell the juniors then. Yes, say it again.
Yeah, say it
Okay,
again.
I said that now they it's no more the 5-5 and we serve ourselves.
Exactly. No rating.
We all have to line up and we are being served, and then we eat sometimes. And sometimes when there's no time, they have to take their food out, and then there's some of their seniors are waiting for them, waiting for them outside. Maybe they step out with their food, they collect the food, and then some of them are saying, bring your meat for me or bring your egg for me, right? Explain it.
So they normally say they can just call you if they know you. They'll not be like your egg this night, your meat this night, your anything this night, as long as it's food.
So okay, so I have a question for you because that used to happen around our time. If you are bringing it, so the first thing we do is eat the meat and the egg quickly. So they don't see that one. They can punish you all you like. So do you guys do that where you are going out, right? You just quickly throw the meat and the egg in your mouth. You know they're not going to collect from your mouth. Do you guys do that?
No, sir. We have if we don't give them, they'll either punish us or come to our dormitory.
What kind of punishment do they give you?
Okay.
Hang plants and yarn shop.
Which one is your shop?
Demonstrate.
Which one is your shop? Okay, not plant and hang. Which one is your shop now? I would like to see how that is. Can you demonstrate that? I'm sorry, I've never heard that before. Which one is your shop?
Show them what your shop.
Rishi. Show that your shop. I want to see what your shop looks like.
Wait. Okay.
That's your shop.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Okay.
Good.
Oh my God, that's your shop. Kai, command. So which one is more painful? Plant, your shop, or hang? Which one is more painful to you? Which one is more painful?
Planting.
Yeah, planting is very hard because you put your head
On the ground. Yeah.
on the ground. It's more difficult actually. Because that's
Actually, I prefer your shop.
yeah, your shop looks like no, hang is better. I think hang is not too bad.
Okay, so
Hanging is worse because you have to stay upside down.
right.
Yes.
Oh, it's upside down. That okay? I thought it was the other one. Okay, it's been a while.
So I get a question now. So how when you get served in your plate, are you not supposed to sit and eat? Why are the seniors touching your food? Are you not supposed to sit in the dining hall to eat after you've been served? So why are you walking out of the dining hall with your food? I don't get it.
No, not that we're walking out of the dining with our food. Like before we go to dining, the seniors would have already told us to drop.
Oh, okay, all right.
But don't they serve the seniors? The seniors are not eating.
Some of them don't go for food, or some just want extra.
Yes, of course now. Yeah, normal.
Do you report seniors? Can you report seniors now, or you guys are still scared to do that?
Well, you can report them if you want, but if you don't want, you don't have to report them.
So if you do, what happens? If you report the senior, what happens?
Well, they can punish you, or they might just leave you alone.
And depends on how powerful you are. If you have the God joy, if you tell your mother will come and beat the senior day. She'll go home school on him.
So do you guys do jogging? Do you guys jog to 3 kilometers to that bridge? Do you guys do that now?
Lie. Since when?
Okay, well, it's a town now, so unlike during our time,
very busy, very high traffic, sir.
But do you guys do jogging? Do you guys do jogging?
No sports.
No sports.
But the new commandant is trying to bring all of those things back.
Yeah, the new commandant is an ex-boy. The new commandant is an ex-boy. He went to NMS.
Yes, he's an ex-boy.
He's my friend's friend. So my friend was telling me that his classmate is an ex-commandant.
Joy, help me out here. Yeah. You're saying no sports. So all the sporting equipment the North American chapter donated, what did they use them for when there's no sports?
Well, I really do not know. But right now, the new commandant is bringing all of those things back. I don't know what they did with everything that they had before, but now the man is saying that they have to be doing sports.
Right.
So how long ago did they cancel it?
Bringing back cadets too.
How long ago did they cancel that? The sports. How long ago did they cancel that?
Since we entered command, have they been doing sports?
It was just the same.
Sports. Okay, so since she's been in school, there's been no sports. Just they only started this term. I mean, first term is over, this second term now.
Oh, really? So even cadet, I heard that cadet was cancelled a long time ago. So they're bringing cadet back.
Yes, they're bringing cadets back because long time ago they had a visitor, a senior officer in school, and last term, and within a short period, they quickly arranged the students to. I mean, they did well. They did well.
Like a general, like GOC or something.
Yes, somebody like that. You know, so they mounted quarter guard.
Mm-hmm.
They said it was beautiful.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good though. I'm glad that they're doing that. In command and stuff like that. To bring back the way things are done. And when you have someone like an ex-boy, who went to NMS, who is now the commandant, he will definitely bring the methodology back and how it was for us, and also how it's not going to be as tough as NMS, but at least it will bring some structure to the school.
Yeah. Because after exams, they had a lot of activities, but I picked them immediately after exams. But I saw a lot of videos, a lot of pictures. After exams, they had a lot of activities, socials, sporting events, quiz and debates. And they even went out. They went out to do schools.
To compete.
Yeah.
You said to compete with other schools.
Yeah, to compete with other schools. They did cultural, fashion parade, quiz and debates, right? And yes, that's cultural. They did a lot of your school.
But that's interesting. In 2019, when we came to command for our 30th anniversary, they played sports. The commandant there was Colonel Ahmed or something. So they played sports against our set. So they were playing that time in 2019, right?
Well, in 2019, they already stopped. But I think they just brought out all of those people to. Ahmed got tired because Ahmed wanted the sports activities to go on. But I think there are some people on the side that just did not want it. Nobody to train the students to.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I think they just brought out those students at that time to train them for that short period.
Okay, I think the donation actually maybe encouraged the commandant to do something. Because if you're getting all these supplies, sporting equipment, you're not just going to sit in the storage, right? You got to put it to use. So, Michael, I never asked you this question.
Yes,
How excited are you going back to school on Sunday?
I'm really okay with it. I don't think I'm going to cry this time.
So you cry last time.
Not much.
So how does it work? Joy, do you take them yourself, or how do you do this?
I take them to school myself. I go to school like every week. Sometimes I go to school 2 times in a week to check up on them.
Why?
No wonder they're not missing. No wonder they're not missing.
Who said they're really no more? See, when I drop them in school on Sunday, on Tuesday, I'm sure that they will call me to say, your children are crying, you know, they are crying.
And because you keep going back now, we will cry for 1 week and end it. we integrated quickly. No, there's no cell phone those days. You just accept your fate.
We could only write letters back then, but now, well, school is not really far from my house. From where I live, when I drive down to school, under 40 minutes I'm in school.
Oh, okay.
So it's pretty close for me. So that's
So
why
as a parent, are you allowed to visit that often?
no, as a parent, you're not allowed to visit.
So you get connection. You get connection.
I'll be ex-student.
Ah, okay.
I'll be
To
ex-student.
enter. That's what you used to enter.
I get myself involved with
Alumni.
whatever's going on in school.
Right.
You know, so I go there often.
So do alumni parents like you? Do you guys have, even if they're not engaged, do you guys have some extra privilege?
We don't have extra privilege, nothing. But now, you know, one of us has become the vice chairman to the PTA. So we hope that something good is going to come for us.
Oh, Aro Mole or something.
No, Temiso.
What set is it? What set is
I
it?
think it's 94 too.
94 set with you?
No, 93.
Oh, 93. Okay.
He also has children there too. He has 2 of his children there.
Okay.
So we should get him on this show with his kids at some point.
Well, yeah, one of the questions we always have is those who will you bring your kids to command? So you've shown that you can bring your child to to command. But I have 2 questions for your kids. We'll answer one at a time. Do you prefer the what's it called again? Or co-ed school as it is in command, or we have preferred to go to a single sex school like NMS where it's only boys? So first of all, I ask you, Joy, which one did you think so from your own time in the 90s, and also for your kids?
I've always loved the mixed schools. I've never liked single sex school.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always wanted, in fact, right from time, immediately I got married, I started telling my husband that our children will go to command secondary school.
Wow. Wow.
Yes, I've always loved the school. So I really don't. So
what school did your husband go to? What school did your husband go to?
My husband went to what's the name of that school again? He went to one of those Trinity schools in Edo State.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Goki, just in case you don't know, Joy is very involved with the alumni. She gives a lot to the alumni. So I can see where she gets those special privileges. She earned them because she's actually very involved in the betterment of NEPA don't take light.
Now NEPA, we can see that NEPA has engaged you guys. Yeah,
we are.
The beauty of Nigeria. do you guys have flash or something? Yeah.
Well, we're about to wrap it up anyway, so it's not really bad timing. But I hate for you guys to sleep in the dark anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, it's late. It's 11 o'clock over there now.
Yeah, it is actually. Well, yeah, we want to thank you. First of all, our special guests, current students at Command, Michael and Nicole. Thank you very much for coming on Naija Commandos for life. Tell your friends in school to subscribe and watch. This is going to be the 53rd episode, so we have a lot of episodes so they can laugh at all the previous people's experiences back in the days. Your previous orgas at the top who had finished before you. So Ife is 88 set, I'm 89, so we are in the 80s. So we are more of the dinosaurs, the beginning. And when I was in my final year, your mom was in JS1. So definitely I would have never known her. Because I was busy thinking of exams that time and stuff. But thank you very much. We really appreciate it. And Happy New Year to you guys. And, go to school. And Nicole, make sure you pass your JSS exam this year, because you're doing your JSS 3, right? The exam. The final. So you enter SS1 and you wear skirt. That's why you guys don't wear. You still wear pinafore, as they call it. Pinafore. Exactly. You wear skirts next year. But the boys, I realize that all of you are wearing trousers now. Even junior boys are wearing trousers. But it's your tie. I heard it's your tie that's how they get to know you. That you guys have color coding or something like that. Yeah, so we didn't have that back in the day. We had shorts and stuff, and people had trousers, so you knew the difference very quickly.
A lot of things have changed. Like the junior students do not live with the senior students anymore.
Exactly. Yeah. We saw that.
Yeah, they don't live with them anymore.
Wow. Okay, good.
Nicole has a YouTube. She's building up a YouTube channel too.
Oh, really?
Really?
Tell us the name so we can add it. We can. Do you have a page or flyer and stuff so we can promote it here? You're a commando, regardless of whether you finish or not. You're still a commando. Hello? Yeah, let us know what's your YouTube page name?
It's just my name I use. I just use
your name. Yes, now tell them your YouTube page name.
Ivy Okumbo.
Oh, okay. Can you send me a text on that so I can spell it out? And what do you talk about on your YouTube channel?
No, we make animations.
Oh, animations. Wow. Okay, you're skilled. I like that. So do you put it on TikTok too and Instagram?
No, only on YouTube.
Okay, so send us a link to it so I can kind of add it and stuff so that people can see our upcoming commandos on regards to your illustration you're doing. We'd like to see that. I like to watch it, so I can also subscribe to it. I like to subscribe to it and see what you do and stuff. So hey, we always support our own. We're part of the family. Your mom has brought you into the command family.
Yes,
for both of you.
Yeah, she's done well.
She's done well. Yeah.
Right. So, Joy, we really appreciate your time. I know we've been talking about this thing for like a month, since December, and I was looking forward to it. It was going to be a very special edition. You guys have made us laugh. You've enlightened us. We will be glad to have more of you guys. Nicole, remember, like Goke said, study, pass your exam. Don't listen to any senior that wants to toast you. I know you're a fine girl, but they will be toasting you. Don't listen to them.
Yeah. Make mommy and daddy proud. Give the best results.
If any senior wants to be your boyfriend, tell them no. Tell them you found Jesus. Okay.
Quick question. What do you want to do when you grow up? Do you have what your aspiration for a career is, Nicole, and also for Michael?
Okay, I actually want to be an ambassador.
Oh, international relations. Okay.
A diplomat.
A diplomat. That's good. And how about you, Michael?
I've not yet thought of what I want to. I've not yet thought about what I want to be when I grow up.
So what? So you okay? Do you have ideas? Do you have ideas of anything?
Engineering.
Who is engineering? Okay, who inspires you? Engineers?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so like computer engineering, mechanical engineering, what exactly?
Civil engineer.
Civil, okay, so construction. Okay, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. You know, keep up the on your maths, physics, chemistry. I know Nigeria had maths. That one, I didn't even think about that one back then. But your chemistry, your physics, your mathematics, there are a lot of good schools in Nigeria and also overseas. You never know. So just keep your grades up so that you can even get a scholarship overseas and stuff. Your mom will be very happy to see that. So both of you keep your grades up. We're proud of you guys wearing the uniform, that we wore over 30 years ago and stuff. So keep both your parents proud and your mom so proud because she said she always wanted her kids to go over there to command. That, I was telling my kids who are here that when I come to Nigeria, I definitely wanted to come and see command. Where they feel I suffered, but it's not this. I don't think I suffered as much, but it builds the character of who I am today. So definitely I like to bring them to come and see command in the future and stuff. And they're in like 8th grade, which is like as your class as your daughter.
All right, guys. Joy, we appreciate everything you do for the alumni. Please keep up the good work. I know we're in the planning committee together right now, so I look forward to working with you towards that event after the elections.
Right.
Okay. Nicole, Michael, you guys have a good time, have a good trip to command on Sunday.
Yes,
all right. Stay focused. Joy, you guys have done well. Thank you. I know it's late. You guys can go to bed now. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
I'll catch you guys on the other side. All right.
Okay. Cheers.
Bye.